Thank you. Well, good morning. I know I've already said good morning, and you all have been very, very participative, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Carrie. Well, let's go ahead and get started, and I think everybody has a clicker. Am I right about that? Okay, perfect. Well, I just want to mention to you really quickly, here's kind of the agenda for the first session. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to do a quick preparation to make sure that we're all on the correct channel so we can all click in. I'm going to do a quick warm-up to make sure that we are all making sure that all of our clickers are working. And then I'm going to go through some pedagogical techniques. I'm going to go through some different types of questions that can be asked using the system, as well as, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up. So that's kind of what is on the agenda for this morning. Okay? All right, so in preparation, we need to go to channel 23. I'm a Michael Jordan fan, so what you need to do is hit CH and 23, and then hit CH again, and you should have a little green button, little green flicker that should tell you that you're on channel 23, so we all should be ready to go. All right? Were you making fun of the fact I was a Michael Jordan fan? Okay, all right, okay. All right. Well, as long as you're not making fun of me, then that's fine. Yeah. All right, very good. All right. And I'm assuming, does everybody in here, you've used clickers, you know how to use them, so if whenever polling opens, you'll just choose 1, 2, or 3, or A, B, or C, and if you need to change your answer, that's perfectly fine. Just click, the system will take the last answer you put in. There is an exception to that rule, and that is when we're doing priority ranking, and I will talk about that when I get to the priority ranking slide. But other than that, if you want to change your answer, you can do it as many times as you want before polling closes. All right, so let's do a quick warm-up here. Make sure everybody's all ready to go on this wonderful, nice morning. So I want you to tell me kind of what your role is here at the university. I want to see. I'm trying to see how many clickers do we have. Anton, are you playing along? No. No? Do you want to play along?
I already offered.
Okay, all right. So, Carrie, are you playing?
I don't really fit in here.
Okay. Yeah.
I wear no hat.
Yeah. Maybe I should have I wear no hats. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Make note to myself that I'll include that. All right. Let's see. So I think there are 12 of us, so that's perfect. Let's see what kind of our breakdown is here demographically. All right, so we've got a lot of people that wear a lot of hats. We've got a third of us are professors or instructors, and some administrators and staff members. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. And are you currently using clickers in your classes or meetings? Very nice. You guys are very quick clickers. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so 58% of you are not. So hopefully we'll give you some things to think about today that will enable you to perhaps actually put them into your classroom, and you can do that very quickly and very easily. So hopefully you'll take some things away from today's sessions that will be able to let you do that. Just a quick true-false question. Test your knowledge of some things that are happening here in your home state. All right, let's see. Well, all right, we got a 50-50 vote here. Well, actually, the correct answer is it is true. And the franchise store number 1 actually opened up business on April 15, 1955. So, very nice. And just I want to find out a little bit about you. If you could be a cereal box character, which one of the ones would you choose to be? All right. All right, so some people just don't even like cereal box characters, but most people wanted to be Tony the Tiger. And so what I could do here, if I was asking my class this question, I could actually engage them in discussion as to why they chose Tony the Tiger, and we could get some kind of discussion going. And they might talk about, well, he's fierce, but he's friendly, you know, or whatever it might be. I have no idea why. Maybe it might be just they love the cereal. I don't really know why, but I could engage my students in some discussion here. All right. So I'd also like, lastly, I want to just kind of show you an example of a picture slide, and I'd like you to tell me what your favorite vacation spot is. Hopefully you recognize this here. It's a building here on campus.
I would like to be somewhere else than vacation here.
All right. Oh, now we have 13 people. Wow, somebody else is actually playing along. Oh, yay, thank you. I'm glad you joined us. Okay, lucky number 13. Thank you very much. Let's see where everybody's favorite vacation spot is. All right, you know what, this is typical. All right, most people, the beach really kind of calls to people, but we actually had, I think if my math is correct, we have one person that actually said Eastern Illinois is their favorite vacation spot. So you must be a hard worker and love being here. Good for you. Bless you. All right, so let's get into, bless you, let's get into talking about pedagogy here. And I've just got a couple different quotes up here, one by Beatty from 2004. And basically what Beatty said was that technology doesn't inherently improve learning, it merely makes possible more effective pedagogy. So it's a nice kind of mixing in between, you know, getting technology into the classroom, but it's not just bringing the technology in that makes it work. You've got to actually bring in the pedagogy together with it. And then Ward in 2003 said the technology-empowered classroom is over I always want to say 100,000, 1,000% more interactive than the traditional classroom. And those of you that are currently using or have used clickers, you've probably noticed that it is a very engaging tool and a very engaging system to use in the classroom. And we're going to actually show you a little bit of that today and how engaging it can be. So I'm going to talk about 5 different types of pedagogical techniques here. I'm going to talk about immediate feedback, student engagement, peer instruction, and peer assessment, as well as agile teaching and some team-based and game-based learning strategies that our system can actually help you with. Okay? So let's talk about immediate feedback first. Epstein, I'm not going to really read all of this to you, but basically in a nutshell what Epstein is talking about, as well as a number of other researchers have talked about, is that immediate feedback is really important for the learner, because the more quickly they know whether they got something right or they got something wrong, that's when learning happens. And traditionally, when was the quickest we could get feedback to the students? The next class period. So they turned in a quiz or they turned in something, a paper, and the next time they would see us was maybe a day or maybe 2 days later. It could even be over the weekend. And so if they can know immediately that they got something right and how they also fit in with their classmates and their colleagues, that really helps with their learning as well. So I just want to talk about 2 different strategies that our system helps you with as far as giving the immediate feedback pedagogy, and that is obviously using the correct answer indicator and also individual reports. And I don't know if anybody has ever utilized the individual reports that come out of the system, but it's a nice way to give the students some immediate feedback as well. So let me just show you the correct answer indicator really quickly. By the way, funnyexam.com, if you ever like to show cartoons in your class, this is a great website, so write that one down because that's really a good one. The correct answer indicator, and I like to have a lot of fun with the correct answer indicator. I find that my students always kind of get a kick out of, well, what has she found now to show the correct answer indicator. Okay, so just going to ask you a quick question. Where do you think kilts have originated? And let's see how you all voted. Well, of course, that's got to be the correct answer, doesn't it? I mean, you think kilts, or you think obviously Scotland. Actually, the correct answer is France. And so then we could again talk about where they actually came from if we were actually teaching this particular lesson. But I just wanted to show the correct answer indicator. I go on, and find different pictures and put in a special correct answer indicator. But the students know immediately, you guys know immediately that you were either right or you were wrong, and somebody was right. Does anybody want to admit to the person that was right? No? No showing of the hands? Somebody got it right. You did? No? But if nobody else, I'm the one that was right. Exactly. All right. So that's the correct answer indicator. Again, it's very quickly shows the students whether they got it right or they got it wrong. This is the example of using the individual reports. And so what I can do, and here would be actually the student's name instead of participant 1. And what I can do is go into our system afterwards and I can actually print out this report and I can actually email it to the student. I wouldn't do this necessarily for every student, particularly if you're teaching a large class. You can probably do it for every student if you're teaching a small class, but I would probably use this more if I had a student that was having trouble, that was probably missing more than the norm and just wasn't performing very well. I would probably do this for them and say, look, here's how you're doing. I wanted to give you some feedback on that. Please make an appointment with me or whatever and come in and talk to me about this. And this actually gives them something very tangible that shows them kind of how they're doing in the class too. So this is a nice tool to use as well. And again, you can do a quick cut and paste or snag it or whatever it is that you want to do and send it off to the student. And it just comes out in all our different reports, which I'll get into in session 2. The second pedagogical technique I want to talk about is actually getting students engaged. And Prensky talks a lot about digital natives and digital immigrants. Digital natives are the students that we're teaching right now. These are the students that are the clicker students, the ones that are really high on technology. And so they're the ones that feel really comfortable in the classroom of using these types of systems. So it's almost like they are expecting to have some type of technology in the classroom. So they like it, they want it, and they perform well with it. So they makes them extremely engaged with the material when you bring something like that in. We've got 3 different ways to use our system that we can get the students engaged. We can use the fastest responder, priority ranking, and also opinion polling. All right, so the fastest responder, I don't know if anybody's ever used the fastest responder, but I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to let the person that just walked in, not hello, welcome, no, it's okay, I'm just going to warn you because this next question is a fastest responder question. So get your clicker ready because the person that gets the correct answer the fastest wins, right? Okay, so here is the question on the table. So everybody want to, he's like, okay, come on, here comes the question. An attaboy. I don't know.